This is the Frontier Doubles League, a league unlike the typical threes leagues. We are a North American 2v2 Rocket League competitive league that has a scene for players of all ranks. So, what makes us different besides the fact that we're a 2v2 league instead of the typical 3v3? Well, we offer flexible scheduling, most matches are streamed with live commentary, we're a smaller, more personable community that scrims often. We truly are the most friendly league out there. So, whether you're trying to improve your skills or just want to have some fun, you'll find a place here. To sign up today, visit fdl.gg.
Welcome everybody, it's here. We're actually there. The Star League Championship Final. It's me, Hawkish, in the casting booth, joined here by Ken. Ken, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. This is gonna be a good series. I think we know who the favorite is in this series just based on the standings, with the Owls being 9-1. But Marlins have played upset once already. We'll see what they do in this series.
Yeah, I mean, we will see. So far in this series, in this matchup, if you remember back in preseason, the Marlins were the team that were favored as the best team in Star League. They were ranked first by a lot of people. The Owls weren't talked about as much. They were still top 3. But it looks like the Owls were the team to show up and show that they are the top dog. And the Marlins had a really tough season. You know, you had the roster change. And then now you got Prosperity2K and Siphrry in the final. Which team are you favoring tonight, Ken?
It's hard to go against the Owls. Although I will say the Marlins are the only team to beat the Owls. So they have the recipe. I think it's possible the Marlins pull off an upset. I'm still going to say the Owls are more likely, but I wouldn't count the Marlins out here at all, in any way.
Absolutely. And with that, we're trying to get the team to join in, but it looks like now we do have all the teams ready. And now with this championship final, FDL Star League, we're ready to go. And here we go with the kickoff. Prosperity does get the first touch. He's going to try to get the ball over to Siphrry. He does win the 50, but Siphrry does not challenge. And Fuzzy with the shot here. Just enough by Siphrry. We got a great save there now. But there's a demo now by Prosperity, giving them an opportunity here on offense. They're trying to make something of it. You got Siphrry on the wall. Fuzzy unable to get the pinch. And there's the save. And immediately we got some great defense, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Marlins would rather not be on defense against such a good offensive team like the Owls. I think the fact that they got the ball out there is a really good step, although Fuzz is going to put a good shot on. And what a shot by Siphrry.
No.
Wow.
The defensive plays by Siphrry there being a brick wall for the Marlins. And now you got to see, can the Owls try to get an opportunity going, but now the Marlins are going to get the touch. But Fuzzy gets the dunk. Can they connect? Taelo, unfortunately, was not ready to connect on that one. Now Siphrry trying to clear it to the other side, but doesn't get the touch that he's looking for. Fuzzy almost had a second opportunity there for Prosperity. Is able to get to it, and Taelo, what a dunk! The man just completely embarrassed Prosperity on that one, and Taelo gets the early score for the Owls.
Yeah, that was a really good dunk from Taelo, and right off the bat, we're seeing why the Owls are such a good team, 9-1 in the regular season. It's constant pressure. Marlins never had a chance to do anything an entire minute-long sequence. There was no pressure. It was constant defense. Taelo might get another good shot here, but it's put off to the side. It's just Marlins have to find a way to break out and limit the damage here.
Absolutely, and now 3:25 left. The Owls have struck first. Can they now keep the momentum going, or will the Marlins turn this around? A bad touch there by Fuzzy, and Prosperity gets an easy goal. What a mistake there by the Owls. Not something characteristic of them, and now we got a tough ball game.
Yeah, definite mistake from the Owls. I mean, if you're going to beat them, you have to capitalize on these mistakes. Like, there aren't going to be many of them. You have to make the most of them, and the Marlins do a good job of it. Score the open net, tie it back up, reset mentally.
Absolutely, and now we got a tie ball game, 3 minutes still to go, so there's plenty of time for a lot of scoring to happen in this one. Prosperity is going to try to get the shot, and what a play on the wall. Just does it all on his own, and then here come the Marlins coming from the 1-0 deficit, now up 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to make your own plays and not rely on mistakes, and Prosperity, great job off the wall there to angle that ball in, and an impressive showing so far. I mean, they managed to withstand the early pressure, and now they're getting pressure of their own, which is the key, really, to beating this Owls team.
Absolutely. Taelo now going to try to tie this game back up for the Owls. Siphrry is there in case there was any kind of danger. Siphrry unable to get the touch, so Fuzzy keeps possession. Fuzzy is going to try to get another scoring opportunity for the Owls. They do take the shot. Fuzzy takes the score here. And now, again, tie ball game. It looks like we're getting for a barn burner of a match.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Siphrry just caught between Boost and the wall. If he picked up Boost, he might have been able to save that ball, but it wasn't fast enough anyways, and it's all tied up now, and the Owls, again, it's constant pressure for them. If they're able to maintain this, it's really hard for the Marlins to get anything going.
Absolutely, and now Taelo gonna try to clear the ball. Siphrry does get the dunk, but Fuzzy is able to get it around them. Siphrry tries to get it back from Fuzzy. Now they're in an awkward position in the corner. Fuzzy tries to go for the dunk. Prosperity does beat him to it, and Prosperity takes a shot, but just a little bit off target. And now Fuzzy gonna try to get possession of this. Does not get the touch, but gets the dunk. What a shot. So unfortunate there for the Marlins, and Fuzzy puts the Owls back up 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, Fuzzy looked really awkward there for a little bit, and then he managed to pitch that in somehow. The Owls will say, sure, we'll take those every time, I guess.
It looks like they will take that one, but it's such an unfortunate touch. You think maybe the Marlins can get the clear, but unfortunately just gets dunked on. You don't want to see that happen, but Prosperity going to try to bring it right back for the Marlins, and Siphrry with the shot, and we have a 3-3 tie ball game. Ken, there are 6 goals already, and we still have 1:48 left.
Yeah, I mean, the offense is certainly flowing in this game. I mean, I don't really see many huge defensive mistakes, but they're definitely there. And I think it's going to be tough for the rest of the series to keep up this pace. So it's going to be which team can slow down a little bit. Siphrry almost gets that in, but good save by Taelo. Who can slow the game down a little bit and who make the defense work a little bit harder, I think.
Absolutely. Going to come down to who can overcome the defensive mistakes. Now, both teams have been showing why. This is our Star League Championship matchup. Both teams coming in hot. Owls particularly 9-1, only loss, I should say, coming against this Marlins team. And Fuzzy there with another score, putting them up 4-3. Unfortunately, a bad touch there by Prosperity, and Fuzzy makes him pay.
Yeah, I mean, mistouch by Prosperity. Once that happens, easy goal for Fuzzy, and Prosperity just got to make that touch, I think. He's going to make a good touch there, and that's probably going to go in, and he's going to make up for his mistake with a really nice goal there.
Oh my lord. We have 4 goals from both sides, 8 goals in total. What a match, and we still have a minute to go. This is gonna be an insane match. It looks like everybody's defense decided to clock out in this one.
I mean, it's definitely, the defense isn't here. There have been some good saves, but overall, the rotations and positioning have been a little lackluster, I'd say, from both teams, as Fuzz is going to drop that down to Prosperity, and the Marlins are going to take the lead again. This is... the goals keep flowing here.
Absolutely. Straight waterfall of a goal there. And now you got 9 goals. Can we get to 10? We shall see. Can the Owls tie it up, or can the Marlins extend their lead? Now Prosperity is going to try to take the shot, but Fuzzy is able to clear the ball. Taelo is going to try to get the ball into a good position for Fuzzy, but not quite enough. Taelo does get the demo, however. Now Fuzzy back in possession of the ball. The Owls are going to get into the offensive attack. Fuzzy with the air dribble, gets it around one. Can he get into the corner? Prosperity with a great save, and now Taelo keeps it up for the Owls, keeping the pressure going. They got 26 seconds left. Can the Owls get one last scoring possession to tie this game? Prosperity almost scores it for them, but Fuzzy does tie the game back up. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 10 goals here in the first match alone.
Yeah, I sure hope you like offense, because it looks like that's all we're going to get this series. Really awkward rotations there from the Marlins lead to just a continuous peppering of the net, and the Owls eventually score one. This game's tied up with 20 seconds left. It feels like anyone can win this game, which who makes the final mistake, really, that's all it is.
An amazing save there, guys. Welcome. Now, we had a raid by Hot Sauce, I believe representing RRL for us. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Star League matchup. We got overtime in match one, 5-5. The scoring has been flowing. It's been an absolute onslaught of offense and very little defense to speak of. And now we got overtime. Prosperity puts it up, tries to get the shot. Taelo is able to save it, but Prosperity keeps the pressure up for the Marlins. Fuzzy tries to get the ball clear. Siphrry gets the touch and the 50, keeps it away, and now the Marlins gonna try to get the opportunity there for the score. Siphrry unfortunately cannot connect, and now Fuzzy gets the ball cleared for the Owls, but Prosperity tries to keep it away. Now Taelo takes the shot, but unfortunately not a good touch there, and now the Marlins back on offense. Siphrry gonna try to get the pass down, but nobody is ready for it, and now Fuzzy is going to get possession, going to try to get it around Prosperity, but gets dunked. Prosperity gets the bump. Can Siphrry make something out of this? He does get the shot and the score, and the Marlins take it to the Owls, and they win match one.
That was just a really nice shot from Siphrry, along with the bump from Prosperity. That's perfect team play from the Marlins, and I mean, they're going to need that if they want to beat this Owls team, but so far the results are looking good for them.
Absolutely. And you have here 11 goals in match one. Exactly what you were expecting from our Star League matchup. You got the 9-1 for those that are just joining. The 9-1 Owls right now is just scoring, like, I believe 5 goals on 15 shots. You got 6 goals from the Marlins on 11. It looks like exactly the defense just did not show up in this one. Ken, what did you like seeing from both teams?
For the Owls, I mean, they started the game off really well with a lot of early pressure, but the Marlins seemed to adjust to it really well, and the defense tightened up. I mean, 9 saves on 15 shots is good enough to win, obviously. The Owls felt like a lot more pressure, so it's not necessarily that they didn't necessarily play poorly that game, it's just they need to convert on their pressure more. And for the Marlins, it's slow down the pace of the game, I think. Get some slow plays going, some good mechanical plays, and rely on transition as well. It's straight up, might have trouble beating the Owls, but if they can manipulate the game to their style, they'll have a really good chance, as they showed in that game.
Oh, then that was game one of a 7-game series. And looking like we're going to have very tight ball games that if it's going to go any similarly to that first matchup. But we're going to get the ball rolling in game 2. We got the kickoff, and then the Owls get the early kickoff win. Prosperity does get to it, gets the dunk, and now he's going to try to get it around Fuzzy, but Fuzzy says not today. Prosperity keeps the pressure up, however, for the Marlins. He gets it around 1. Can he get it around 2? Unfortunately, he does not, but Siphrry keeping the pressure up for the Marlins. Taelo does get possession, and now the Owls on the offensive attack. A great pass to Fuzzy. The Marlins out of position, and the Owls get the early score.
Yeah, the Owls kind of did what the Marlins did last game, where they caught out in transition and capitalized on overcommits from the Owls. So it's a good start for the Owls. If they can keep doing that, it'll bode well for them in the series. There's another shot comes from Fuzzy, but it's a little bit off to the right.
Absolutely. We're going to see, can they keep the momentum rolling? Fuzzy going to try to slow play this one. Gets the ball. Can he get the flick? But Siphrry is able to pre-jump him and beat him. And then Prosperity again with the dunk. but now the Marlins double commit. Is that an unfortunate touch? We'll see. Taelo does put the shot on, but Prosperity is able to get to it. A great save there from Prosperity. He's going to try to keep the ball going forward. Taelo, though, on the wall. Can he get the dunker around Siphrry? Siphrry does not put the pressure on. Does wait a little bit of good patience there by Siphrry, but Fuzzy now has possession. The Owls on the attack. They're going to try to get the pass off. Taelo, unfortunately, was not prepared, and Prosperity does beat him. He does get the touch, but Fuzzy is able to get to it. Now Siphrry puts it up for the Marlins. The Marlins are going to try to get the passing plays going, but Siphrry does go for the shot. Maybe not quite the play that he should have gone there, Ken. What do you think?
I think there's a lot going on at the moment with transition opportunities, and neither team's really set up in their defense, so it's going to come down to who can settle in a little bit better as the game goes on and really tighten up rotations to avoid leaving these holes that can be capitalized on. Wasn't a terrible decision, I don't think, but it definitely wasn't the optimal one either, as the Owls, in their own half, what they're going to break out here is, I don't know, it's going to be hard for the Marlins to break through this defense for what we've seen so far, even with the couple of mistakes coming through from the Owls.
I do agree on that, but I think now what's going to overcome the Marlins, I think, is if the Owls start passing. Right now, they have gone for a lot of one-man plays, but the times they do pass, they have beat the Marlins. The Marlins have been out of position. So if they want to get back in this series, they do have the lead, but they want to keep the passing plays going. We will see if they can connect. The Marlins, I think they need to get better on their rotations. They seem to be a little bit too far forward, a little bit too aggressive, and that's putting them out of positions a lot of times when normally, had they just kept the proper rotations, the Marlins would have been back, and they would have been able to keep it, maybe widen the gap a little bit that they had in that first matchup. But right now, you're seeing a 1-0 game. Very different from that first match. A great save there by Fuzzy. Siphrry gonna take the shot, and what a score by Siphrry. Unfortunately, they're not quite enough for the Owls. They double committed, and then you see on the second touch, Fuzzy unable to get to it. A great banger of a shot by Siphrry, and now you got a tie ball game with 2 minutes left, Ken.
Yeah, really good placement from Siphrry there. I think the big key between the first two games might just be nerves. Is Fuzzy's going to put that one in, and the Owls are going to be right back up. I think the big key is just you saw a little bit of nerves maybe in the first game, and they've tightened up the defense now as they've settled into this series. Good shot from Fuzzy off the kickoff, and Marlins can't let that happen if they want to keep going.
Absolutely, a great kickoff goal for the Owls. You don't want to see that for the Marlins. Unfortunate touch there on the kickoff, and now the Owls do take that lead. But Siphrry, what an absolute insane of a shot. He goes for the aerial touch. Fuzzy does get to it, and it looks like maybe it was an unfortunate own goal by Fuzzy as it ceilings all the way in, and Taelo does not have enough to get to it.
Siphrry definitely got a full shot for that, so unfortunate challenge, I guess. I mean, it's probably the right decision, it just didn't go well. Siphrry's going to try and carry this ball up, but I don't dislike the decision to challenge there. It's just unfortunate timing. Is Taelo's going to put a really nice shot on net, and the Owls are going to go back up in this series. It's back and forth, just constant. One team takes the lead, they neutralize, another team takes the lead. At some point, one of these teams is going to run away with it, I feel like, just because the other team won't answer for once.
Absolutely. It looks like the rotation problems are creeping up again. As I said, the Marlins playing a little bit too aggressively, giving the Owls opportunities to score. And then you see them, again, we were 1-0 at one point, and now we are 3-3. We have at least 4 goals in the last minute and a half, Ken. We went right back to the 0 defense, all offense of a showing.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Marlins neutralize, and we're right back in a tie game. And this pattern has to break at some point, I feel like. Or else... Wow, what a shot from Prosperity. That was insane. That's one way to break the cycle. I mean, if you're going to break the cycle, do it with a cool shot like that, I guess.
What a great flick there by Prosperity. And we got the scoring right back up. We got some Olay defense going on from both teams. Just absolutely zero rotations and some great, but they're not to say they weren't great shots, but it looks like it's going to become a style competition from both squads. They're all going for the aerial touches, but a great save there by Prosperity, becoming a brick wall for the Marlins. And now Prosperity trying to get the ball clear, but Fuzzy keeps the pressure up. They both commit to the save. Taelo gonna try to put a shot on target. It is, but Siphrry is able to get to it. Now Fuzzy tries to get the ball cleared. Unfortunately, it's in the Owls' side. Taelo is able to get to it. They do flick it to the side. Prosperity keeping the pressure up, putting the ball back in the danger zone. But now, Siphrry gets dunked. Prosperity is going to try to get possession of an awkward possession there. Unfortunately, for the Owls, they aren't able to connect. And now Siphrry gets the ball cleared. A great pass to Prosperity. And what a shot. The Marlins get the cushion they're looking for, going up 5-3.
Yeah, in this game, both teams are showing why they're in Star League with some great mechanical plays and passing plays. Marlins have broken the pattern. Scored 3 in a row. Now they're in the lead, and they might take a 2-0 lead in this series. To the surprise, I think most people. If they could pull it off, it would be quite the upset. I mean, they've already upset one team so far in the playoffs. Is Prosperity's going to take a shot that's saved by Taelo. But the mechanical plays are definitely here for both teams now. And Swell's going to die, and the Marlins will take a 2-0 series lead.
Absolutely, and a great, like as I said, a great passing play leads to the two-goal cushion, and the Marlins now go up in the series 2-0. We're thinking before this game, the Owls are 9-1, and you're thinking, all right, what team can probably give them a challenge? And it was the team that beat them earlier in the season, right here in the championship final, saying, hey guys, we don't care that the Owls are 9-1. This is our series. This is our championship on the line, and we're going to take it to the Owls. And so far, they have, Ken.
Definitely. I mean, the Owls have still had the shot advantage in both games. It's just a matter of their defense letting in, I think, more than they would normally be comfortable with. So if they can tighten up the defense, their offenses look fine. Like, they scored, I think, 8 goals so far this series, which is high pace. I mean, they're not matching the Marlins, but I think it's just a matter of their defense. Just tighten that up, and I think they can win at least one game in this series to get some confidence back, and then from there, who knows what happens. Just tighten up on defense. Only 3 saves is probably not going to get it done when people are shooting as well as they are in this league.
Absolutely. We got 2 down and 2 to go for the Marlins. They can taste the championship just around the horizon for them, but the Owls, they're 9-1 for a reason, so at any point they can turn it on and come right back in this one. But Prosperity with the early kickoff win. He's going to try to get the pass off to Siphrry, but Siphrry unable to connect. But now Taelo on the wall, going to try to get the 50. He does, but Fuzzy is not there to take advantage of it. Prosperity, what an air dribble, and what an attempt of a shot, but Fuzzy, great patience there. And now going for a shot of his own, but Siphrry goes up and says, not today for the Marlins. And now Siphrry again wins the 50, but Taelo tries to get the pass back to Fuzzy. Fuzzy does go up for it, but unfortunately gets bumped. And now, what a great touch there by Taelo, but nobody's there for the Owls to clean that up. Fuzzy gets a touch on the arrow. He's going to try to get the touch, and unfortunately unable to get it. And now Siphrry is going to get possession for the Marlins. He's going to try to get boost. Unfortunately, did not think that he had enough. And now the Marlins keep the pressure up. Fuzzy is up for it. Does get the ball away, and Prosperity keeps the pressure up for the Marlins. What a great touch there, but just off. Taelo does get the pass, but the Marlins are able to get the clear there. And now, 3:43, we have a tie ball game again, Ken. Which team do you think is going to break out in this one?
I mean, Marlins look like they might have it here, but I think it's going to come down to who can starve the other team of boosts in this case, because I look for a little bit like the Owls might be in trouble in transition if the Marlins could ever break out. It's because they're so low on boost, and there's a good passing play from Taelo, but you have to do more than that in this league to get a good shot opportunity. and it's just a matter of time of possession. I feel like a good demo will buy you some time and let you reset if you're pushed in, but you gotta get in the other half, take a good shot, and throw something at the net. Had a chance of going in, and so far it doesn't feel like either team's really done that.
Absolutely, but we're gonna see which team can overcome. We got the 0-0 ball game so far. Again, defense showing up early. It seems that both teams have been feeling each other out, going for aerials, seeing what touch can work to break the seal for their side. Again, remember last time, Kin, both teams started scoring in bunches in the last minute, and Siphrry almost on cue attempts to score. Unfortunately, not enough. Taelo, what a goal! A great touch there for the Owls, and the Owls again take the early lead. They've done it every ball game so far.
Yeah, I mean that's just a really good touch by Taelo to get that past both Marlins defenders, and I think they probably would have challenged that a little bit earlier, just because you don't want to give people in this league space. So good mechanically. Taelo proved why with that nice little flick, and can the Owls hold on to the lead? That's been the question both games this series. The answer's been no, and they have to be able to do it at some point, or else Marlins should run away with this.
Absolutely, and now the Owls, minute 55 left. We're gonna see if they are able to keep the lead and try to. They need to try to claw back in this series. They are down 2-0. You don't want to go down 3-0 and be in line for a potential sweep, especially from a team that started the season, came into the ball game 9-1 on the season.
Yeah, I mean they're looking better this game defensively. There haven't been the glaring mistakes that led in easing Marlins goals, and they've really limited good opportunities for the Marlins. There's a shot from Fuzzy, but easy enough save for Siphrry. And I mean, if they keep this up, it's a good sign for them going into the next game, no matter what happens in this game, that they were able to limit the Marlins' offensive attack, which is really good. I mean, there's a reason they're here in the finals. If they're able to limit the offensive attack, it lets their offense get out a little bit earlier. There's a good shot from Taelo off of a demo play. And the Owls will take a 2-0 lead.
Absolutely, the Owls take the cushion that they're looking for. Now up 2-0. The Marlins have been on a scoring barrage the first two matches. Can they now try to get? Right now they're at 0. Can they try to score at least one to break the seal for their side? It seems like maybe the Owls defense just turned it around.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and good defense enables a good offense. So even though they haven't scored as many as there's an unlucky 50, and as we're talking about how good their defense is, they live in the goal, sadly. That's an unfortunate 50, and I don't think Taelo can really predict that happening, so there's not much to do there. Marlins still have a chance in this game.
They absolutely do, and right on cue, they do get the score to cut the deficit, but with 30 seconds left, do they have enough time? Prosperity gonna try to handle in the corner, but very awkwardly, and Taelo says, hey, we're gonna shut the door on the Marlins, and gets another score to get that 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's unlucky for the Marlins. You want to push the pace to try and get that last goal to tie the game up into overtime, but in doing so, something slips up rotation-wise, and then you let another goal, and suddenly the game's out of reach. It happens as Fuzzy controlling that ball in the midfield might have set up something to the Marlins, but they didn't challenge soon enough. And see what happens here. 10 seconds left for 2 goals for the Marlins. Looks a little rough. I'll be going to game 4. The Owls taking one game at least in the series, attempting to even things up.
Absolutely, and now the Owls clawing their way back into the series. They now have won, so now the series is 2-1. Again, 7-game series. Anything can happen. They can start climbing back. But it was a much better defensive game by the Owls. They only allowed the Marlins 3 shots, 1 goal score. So much better defensively and more typical of their performance so far this season. But Taelo with the 3 goals, the star man for the Owls. Ken, what did you like that you saw differently from the Owls there?
I mean, it really comes down to their defense shutting down plays from the Marlins before they happen. You saw them in a limited number of shots, so they weren't relying on goal line stands and saves. So it was shutting down plays before they happen and just allowing their offense to generate good chances in transition through mechanical plays rather than longer clears in response to what the Marlins are doing. So if they can keep that up, we saw how stifling their defense was for the Marlins, and it's going to be tough for the Marlins to break out of anything at that point. 3 shots is never going to win you a game of Rocket League unless your defense plays amazing. And even though the defense wasn't terrible for the Marlins, it was not good enough to support that offensive showing.
Absolutely. And we're going to see, hopefully, going forward, if they are able to keep it going. But it looks like, I don't know if you're having the same issue as me, Ken. I got kicked out of the match and can't join.
Yes, I did just get kicked out of the match. So we'll hopefully get this fixed soon enough for you guys. And
absolutely. We are right back into the lobby. We're going to try to get the teams joining right back to keep this ball rolling. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen that are watching. We did have a server shut down. They kicked us all out, but we do have a lot of the players joining fairly quickly. So there is possibility that we could roll right back into it. We got one team on the board. We're looking for the other. But we will see if we can get him in here. We might be taking a small commercial break. And they are back, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go right back into this next matchup. You got the kickoff, and we're ready to go. It's a very short break for us. And now you got Prosperity with the early touch. Fuzzy is able to get the possession of the ball. He's going for the double touch, but not quite enough for Taelo. Right back up, puts a shot on target, but Siphrry able to be there for the defense. Fuzzy keeps the pressure up for the Owls, gets the bump on Prosperity. But what a great save there by Siphrry to get the ball away from the Owls. Siphrry does get the ball cleared, but Fuzzy is right there to meet him. Prosperity tries to get the ball around Fuzzy, but Fuzzy being a pest for the Owls. Nobody back for the Owls. Siphrry, a great touch and a great shot, and the Marlins take the early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, just this rotation from the Owls, and Siphrry capitalizes really well. And Marlins take their first opening lead of this series, so we'll maybe flipping the script here a little bit and see how the Owls respond to being down so early in the match.
Absolutely, and now this is the first time, Ken, that the Marlins scored first. Do you think we're going to see a very different matchup here?
I think it all just depends on if the Owls can correct that mistake and, not let the transition goals happen as easily as the Marlins. Just back pass to Taelo, and Taelo's going to put that ball in. Really awkward touch from the Marlins there.
And immediately we have another great goal there by Taelo. Great recognition of the opportunity. And now you have a tie ball game again, folks. 1-1 with 4 minutes left in the game. Prosperity gets the win on the kickoff. Siphrry puts it up for the Marlins, but Taelo meets him on the wall. Fuzzy tries to take possession and get the ball cleared. Get the ball in an aggressive position, but Siphrry says, no, we are not going to let you have such an easy score, and puts it right back up for the Marlins.
Yeah, really good defense there from Siphrry to shut down the opportunity from the Owls, and Prosperity might just have a goal here. Hits the post. Really unlucky for them. That would have been a really nice goal to get, just to help the mental a little bit, but doesn't quite go in, and stay tight at 1.
Absolutely. And now we're gonna see again. We saw so many scores from both sides, and Siphrry right on cue puts another goal on the board for the Marlins. We got a 2-1 lead. Ken, it looks like we're gonna be right back to the barn burner style.
Yeah, I mean, something to watch here is that the Marlins have already matched their shot total from last game, so the Owls maybe not doing as good a job of meeting them early as Prosperity. This would have been an open goal, I think, but I mean, the Owls have to limit the opportunities from the Marlins and prevent them from getting into their offense. You know, once the Marlins have a set offensive play going, they're really hard to stop. It's getting into that motion, and the Owls have to do a better job of stopping that from happening, I think.
Absolutely, and now the Marlins are gonna try to keep the momentum going for their side to grab the 3-game lead. But the Owls, again, they just won that last one, so they did try to get some momentum. They did get some momentum, I should say, back from the Marlins. But now the Marlins with that 2-1 lead, it looks like they're gonna try to put pressure on again. But Fuzzy is up in the air for that one, but does get dunked on. Taelo, though, gonna try to keep the possession going for the Owls. Siphrry goes up for it and tries to get the shot, but Fuzzy is there for it. Prosperity just a little bit off target there, not quite enough. And now the Owls are able to escape the danger, and now it's back on the Marlins side. Can Prosperity clear it? He does get it around Taelo, but Taelo gets the bump, and then Prosperity says, all right, you want to bump me? I'm gonna meet your bump with a demo. But Taelo gonna try to get the quick shot, not quite enough on it, but Fuzzy unable to get the touch and does get beat. But there is Taelo able to get to it, and now Taelo with possession of the ball. He's gonna try to get the ball cleared. A good touch there by the Marlins, and Prosperity gets a goal and the score. What a great pass from Siphrry right to Prosperity, and now you got the Marlins up 3-1.
Yeah, really good shot from Prosperity. Sorry, picking up top. And I mean, the Owls, that ball was in their half for too long for them to really be comfortable. You know, they need to break out, because again, the Marlins are getting their set plays going, and their offense is so hard to stop when that's happening. I liked what Fuzzy was doing. He was setting up for some early challenges and trying to keep the ball out of the half, but it wasn't enough. And they've got to get a little bit better challenges, some better 50s in the midfield, and prevent stuff like this from happening, where Siphrry has control of the ball in their half and could do mechanical things with it to get the ball past both of them. It's just, they need to do something to get a little bit more aggressive and generate more offensive chances through good defense.
Absolutely, and now you got the Marlins with the 3-1 lead. 30 seconds left. Will that be enough? You got the Owls trying to get the ball cleared and get an opportunity rolling for their side. You got not a lot of time left on the clock, but you got the Devil that maybe puts an opportunity there. Siphrry is back. Fuzzy is going to try to get the dribble play, but Siphrry is back for it. Maybe a bad demo for on their side, because they put a defender back for the Marlins, and now this looks like it's going to be it for the Owls. And now the Marlins, the team that was 5-5 rolling in, are going to take the 3-1 series lead on that 3-1 win in this match. Marlins take it right back to their side, and the momentum is on there for them. They see one more. They want to win this. They want to win this championship and end this right here and right now. Ken, they see the blood.
Yeah, I mean, that was some really good defense from the Marlins. You know, they once again were outshot by the Owls. Like, it hasn't not happened this series. They're consistently being outshot, but their defense is holding them up here. 8 saves on 10 shots. That's really good. You know, it's got to be frustrating for the Owls to be generating chances and just constantly being shut down. They have to find some way to break through. The Marlins are sitting. They got to be happy right now. You know, they're getting away with maybe some lackluster pressure, just from shooting better, maybe capitalizing on mistakes, and they're a win away from winning the championship, despite coming in as the 3 seed in the playoffs. That's got to feel pretty good.
Absolutely, a team that maybe was counted out with the roster changes and the losses that they were taking, and to be in the final, taking it to the Owls. It's been a real surprise, I think, coming from the Marlins, but maybe we shouldn't have been since they were the team that beat them in the season.
Yeah, I mean, the signs were there that this could potentially be closer than maybe the record has made it look. And so far, the Marlins are proving that they're here to play. You know, they can keep up with the Owls, and they're going to be a threat. It's just, I want to see better play from the Owls. I want to see them maybe getting a little earlier challenges and getting possession of the ball a bit better. What they're doing right now is not working. It worked in the third game. They saw the recipe for success. They just have to replicate that.
Absolutely. And now you got match point for the Marlins. Can they close it out? As we said, they do have the lead. They do see the blood. But Taelo, there for the Owls, said, I'm not out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't like a particularly hard shot. I think Siphrry out of boost, another thing, with wide rotation, and Owls making pay. Taelo, good shot. And it's important for the Owls to get a lead here. You know, they're down the match point in the series. They need something mentally to keep them up and prevent the tilt from coming in, and that'll definitely do it. You know, an easy goal that you just kind of shoot and it goes in, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, that works, I guess.
Absolutely, and now the Owls do have the early lead. Can they keep the ball rolling? We shall see. But Prosperity says we're going to tie this game right back up for the Marlins. What a score there. Great opportunity. What a great pass up there by Siphrry.
Yeah, you saw Fuzz turn to try and challenge, and then he whiffs its challenge, and then there's nothing that the Owls can do at that point. You know, you want to take these early 50s because you want to shut down the dribble plays. But when you don't get the 50s, the Marlins are just going to shoot the ball, and you're going to go, well, there's no defender because you challenge. And you have to make the 50s work if you're going to go for it. That time he didn't. So.
Absolutely. But again, it was a great scoring play there by the Marlins. A great passing play. It's honestly what I was looking for to see more of. But there is Taelo there to answer for the Owls. Just a great pass from Fuzzy to the shot by Taelo. It looks like the passing plays have come alive in this one.
Yeah, I mean, you brought up the great passing there from the Marlins. The Owls say, we can do that too, and take the lead back. That was great pass in the midfield. Perfect placement. Prosperity's going to put that over, and it's just going to bounce off the crossbar and in, apparently.
Absolutely. And now you see the Prosperity again putting it right back up for the Marlins. We're back into another barn burner of a game. 2-2 with 3:27 left. There's still so much time left on the clock.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of goals off the kickoff. Probably more than I would expect in this series. It's an interesting development as the series goes on. There's a good shot from Siphrry, but it's just off the post. What a save from Taelo. That might have saved the Owls right there.
Absolutely. And now Prosperity, awkward touch, but is able to save it. Missed opportunity there by the Owls, but Taelo puts the pressure right back up for the Owls. Now he's going to go up for the shot. Oh no, just off for the Owls. They try to get the tree, try to pass it right back up, but not quite enough, and the Owls miss an opportunity there.
Yeah, I think Taelo wisely pulled out of that play. He can go for a shot there, but the risk of a counterattack coming out is too dangerous with where Fuzz was located on the field. So I think the Owls would have liked to score there, but I think they make the right decision to pull out and just try and regain possession here.
Absolutely. And now, tie ball game, 2:27 left. You got the Marlins with match point. They see the championship there for them to take. The Owls trying to scrape another win to keep this series alive and not end the season that came in so great on a sour note in the championship match. Prosperity does get the ball cleared over to the Owls side, but Fuzzy puts it right back up. Siphrry now putting a pressure up on Taelo, but Taelo with a great save for their squad. And now Taelo puts a shot, but not quite enough. And now Prosperity tries to get the ball cleared for the Marlins, puts the pressure up, and now Taelo right back up. And we got a little bit of a ping pong action from both sides, but ping pong action in the Owls' corner. Not able to get the ball cleared. The Marlins able to continue to put pressure on, hoping to try to find a mistake or a hole in the defense. But Taelo right back for the Owls, get the score, and now the Owls are up 3-2.
Yeah, Taelo is really putting the team on his back in this game. 3 goals on 5 shots, and he's playing really good defense too with some clutch saves. He's really willing the Owls into what feels like a potential game 6. There's another shot that might go in from Taelo on a demo play from Siphrry. Taelo's doing that all this game.
Another shot by Taelo. The Owls showing why they came in 9-1. They're not out of this one by any stretch of the imagination. If any team can come back down 3-1, it is the Owls, and they're showing it right in this one. And Fuzzy almost puts a 5th goal up for the Owls. They're just scoring in bunches.
Yeah, I mean, Fuzz has been kind of quiet this game, which understandable when your teammates going absolutely insane as Taelo shores another goal and 5-2 Owls. Taelo's doing it all this game. I don't know how you stop him when he's spawned like this.
Absolutely, and now the Owls go up 5-2. Maybe putting too much of a deficit for the Marlins to overcome, but the Marlins might be looking at this one as they can take the loss in this one and go right back and win the next one. Maybe it's just everything going right for the Owls, as you saw with the kickoff goals. You think the Marlins are going to stay aggressive here, Ken?
I think they have to. I mean, it's how they've managed to get their wins so far in the series. They have the ability to change how they play, but I don't think they need to necessarily, because what they're doing has worked. Although there were signs that maybe it wasn't necessarily the best plan, as Prosperity's going to go for a demo. I think they can change it, but I don't think they need to necessarily.
Absolutely, but we will see. Now, it looks like the Owls are going to take this one. Not enough time for 3 goals to get scored. And we might even see another one there by the Owls. What an insane touch by Fuzzy for that score. We got the pass up from Taelo, and then Fuzzy right back up to get it around Siphrry. Siphrry not enough to get to it.
Yeah, it was a great shot from Fuzzy, finally showing up in this game after Taelo did so much of the heavy lifting so far. And we're going to go to Game 6. Marlins are going to hopefully find a way to deal with Taelo suddenly playing out of his mind. And I don't think you can take that much from this game. It's maybe you find a way to stop Taelo. Maybe that's your recipe for success if you're the Marlins. I think the big key for the Marlins is you just have to find a way to win the shot advantage at least once in this series. I don't think you can win a best of 7 and not lead in shots at least once. And they haven't yet.
Absolutely, but it was a great way for the Owls to climb back in this one. And now you got a 3-2 series. Hopefully you're going to see, can the Owls force a Game 7? It would be great to see. But now we will see. You got the Marlins. They did have a lot of opportunities there, but not enough goals. That you got 8 shots by the Owls and 6 goals. So they connected on almost everything. And we will see if they can continue this. But we're going to take a short commercial break. Unfortunately for me, I do have to leave. I have a match in a different league. So we're going to have the great KC sub in as a caster. So we'll be right back, folks.
And welcome back. We got that hawkish guy out of here, and now it's Chris with the K's turn to cast us another grand finals for the night. We've seen these two teams battle it out so far, and you know, Marlins looking what they're looking to finish what they couldn't do in season 1.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Marlins holding a lead, but the last game was not the most encouraging, to put it politely. Siphrry's going to put this ball in and get this off to a better start than the last game, for sure, for the Marlins. And I feel like that's what they needed after losing, I believe, 6-1. Whatever it wasn't very pretty for them. And
yeah, no, the Owls definitely surging back, but the Marlins do have that match point, and 2 more games to at least secure the win for them, and they only have to do it in one of them. So a good start here is what they really need. The Owls, however, that's not what you want after that kickoff goal, but things happen and plenty of time to come back in it, so we'll have to see how this goes on.
yeah, I mean, we're dealing with a lot of kickoff goals that have been scored in this series that maybe, Fuzzy with a nice flick and can equalize this series and make the Marlins wonder a little bit about their positioning there, I think.
Yeah, that was a beautiful flick, too. Fuzz taking all the time in the world, and you know, kickoff goals it's the easiest way to score in a game of 2s because no set rotation is there. And, well, we see it right now. No one getting in on this one, but Taelo is going to send it to the side. Prosperity, a quick shot on net, saved away by Fuzz. Again, pressure in the half of the Owls. It's been the story of that. The Owls haven't had consistent pressure on the other half, but the Marlins have definitely been able to break down the Owls more and more.
Yeah, I mean, one thing to watch, it's obviously early in the game and things can change, but I feel like this might be the first time the Marlins have had a shot lead in this entire series. 3-1 so far in shots, and like I said, I don't think you can win a series without at least one game where you lead in shots, and if they can do it this game, this might be their opportunity to close it out and win the championship.
Yeah, it would be something to see, but the more pressure typically means that you have a better shot. You know, there's some saying that if you score more, you could win. I don't know. It's some superstition, I wouldn't know. But the Owls, 3 minutes to go. Taelo, that's going to be dangerously popped back to Fuzz. Siphrry cuts that one off quickly, and now Prosperity in with the 50 is going to bounce high off the back wall. Taelo up early will be Siphrry off to that one. Prosperity back to Siphrry into the Owls net. What a play by the Marlins.
That was a beautiful passing play, and really hard to defend that as the Owls. I don't think you can really ask for much more on the defensive end, aside from not letting that pass get into the midfield in the first place. And that's how you shut it down. They didn't do it. They pay for it. And the Marlins take a lead.
Marlins are looking better as the series goes on. We're going to ignore that last game for that statement, though, and we're going to keep going here. In Game 6, Prosperity! What a goal by him. No Owls player could find contact on that one. 2-goal lead now for the Marlins.
Yeah, I mean, Owls' defense looks like it might be breaking down a little bit. Really need to see more from Taelo this game. He stepped up last game, and so far he's been invisible this game, it feels like.
Yeah, the Owls, they definitely have to build it from the back up if they want a chance to take it to a Game 7. But the Marlins have had the better pressure, the better looks throughout this series. Siphrry, low boost to work with, can't find that one on target. Taelo sending it back the other way. Prosperity will return it with a clear of his own. Now Fuzz, again, pops it high. Taelo, he's up, but not before Siphrry, and it goes straight back down. This ball has remained in a high spot for the most part. That one dangerous ball, but Siphrry respected the touch of the Owls player. Now back the other way. Taelo, lucky boost grab, will send it back. He's got space to work with now, and Siphrry has to play defense on his back foot. He does manage well and will keep it out for now.
Yeah, I mean, good opportunity for the Owls. There's Siphrry with a good defensive stop to keep them from developing an offensive set going, and yeah, also got to find a way to break through this defense that's looked really good this game for the Marlins. You know, it's gotta find some mistake that the Marlins make or create your own opportunities, because they haven't been able to do that at all this game. There's a shot from Fuzzy, but Prosperity's gonna make an easy save.
Opportunity is dwindling away. 1:30 left in this game. A weak shot towards net, turned away by Siphrry. He's going to look to transition even farther. He's past the last man. Now Taelo in a 1v2 situation. He's going to send it back down the other way. Prosperity getting back on time. It was off net, so nothing too dangerous there. Both Owls players, or Marlins players, jumping a little early. Fuzz, he's going to capitalize off the shambles of the Marlins defense. A minute to go, and they're only down by 1.
Yeah, I think Prosperity might have thought he needed to rush that a little bit more than he did. Could have gotten a better touch out to the corner, but instead Fuzzy just takes his weak touch and puts it right back in the net.
And if there was any time to get a goal, that is the perfect time to do it. An entire minute of gameplay. You know, it might not seem like a lot, but that right there could be the saving grace for the Owls in this game. Siphrry, he's by Taelo, and Prosperity looking to cause some chaos in the midfield. Siphrry, again, turning on the Owls players, not giving them any space to work with. They're starting to clamp down on this defense of the Owls. No opportunities to give them, but Taelo is by Siphrry. That one, it's on target. Taelo, top corner, tied game.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted Taelo to step up. He did there. I mean, you can't ask for more from Taelo there to put that ball in the net and equalize this game at 3-3. 39 seconds left. If it goes to overtime, I feel like you have to favor the Owls with the sudden surge they've just had.
The momentum is on the side of the Owls, and that's just rolling in. Taelo is going to take the lead for this Owls team. Prosperity in the corner, just not the right touch. Taelo is going to capitalize on it, and dare I say, steal the lead here.
It really feels like a steal. The Owls equalize the shots, and maybe they don't need overtime. You know, maybe they're just going to win before it gets there.
Saw how that went against the, who was it? The Penguins in the series earlier. Got a little bit too aggressive and got punished, much like this right here. Siphrry shot towards the net, turned away by Taelo. Time ticking down now. Prosperity's going to send it to the back wall, but Taelo ready for that. Gets a demo onto Fuzz. Now he's over Siphrry. Taelo just has to play time, and they will take us to a Game 7. Demo opens up. It could be the last chance, but the bump from Siphrry onto Prosperity is going to kill the ball. Owls have forced Game 7.
That they have, you know. I mean, Taelo stepped up at the end of that game. I think that was really a difference maker, right? He started putting good shots on net, and like I said, the Marlins, they have to lead in shots at some point to win the series. And again, they didn't do it. It was 8-8. It's at some point that pressure catches up to you in every game, and they just have to find a way to limit the Owls' opportunities and make their own good shots. They haven't done that all series. They managed to win games, but it hasn't necessarily been the cleanest of victories. If they can tighten up on defense and limit the opportunities to begin with, they're in a good spot. It's just all comes down to Game 7. How are you going to respond to the pressure? And I don't know. It feels like the Owls are in a really good spot here.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum from the previous 2 games. I mean, 6-2 or 6-1 in victory, and now they took that one after a 3-1 deficit. So the Owls can definitely ride this momentum, and Prosperity has changed his name to Don't Lose Game 7s. I remember this one from Season 1 when he says, don't lose Game 5s, and, well, he lost that Game 5, so we're going to have to see, will this come back to haunt him? But get loud, it's Game 7, Owls versus Marlins. Winner of this will take the Star League, and that one just off the crossbar. Going to get turned away by both Marlins players. Opportunity again. Prosperity actually misses, so Taelo plays it into the other corner. A little bit safer of a spot for the Marlins, but Owls have good pressure here in the first minute.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming out of the gate and just relentless. A demo from Siphrry's probably going to lessen the pressure here and allow the Marlins to get out of their half, but that was a rough opening 30 seconds for the Marlins, I'd say.
Yeah, you know, you said it perfectly. You don't win You have to win games by getting more shots, you know. You don't win games by playing defense, and if the Marlins keep getting peppered like that, it's only a matter of time before they break. But what ball control from Fuzz, completely faking out Siphrry. Thought he was going to take it to the wall, but no. Cuts it and gets the first goal of this Game 7.
Yeah, really, really nice flick from Fuzz to give the Owls the lead, and the momentum just keeps shifting their way. I mean, what do you do as the Marlins here? You have to find a way to stop the bleeding and get something going for yourself.
Yeah, they just cannot find any pressure, and you know, as this series has gone on, the Owls have only gotten better. It feels like Fuzz by Siphrry. He's looking to cause some chaos for Prosperity, but no, good ball control by him. And now he's going to flick that one all the way down off the post. It was dangerous ball by Taelo, but he manages to make it work. And now Siphrry, his own little dribble play of his own, saved by Fuzz. Good play by him. Marlins have bought their way into this Owls half, but not for much longer, as Fuzz looks to transition far post and in.
Beautiful shot from Fuzz. Prosperity, I mean, he's playing shadow defense, but at some point got to make contact with the ball, and he just couldn't do it, couldn't catch up to it, and the Owls keep the pressure going. Relentless, really. This is when they're at their best, is when they're just constant pressure and not letting the other team develop plays.
Oh, but a great kickoff goal from Prosperity is going to give them the 1-goal deficit right back.
Yeah, I mean, the play developed. The thing I said that the Owls don't want to happen, that's exactly what happened off the kickoff. You know, Prosperity controls the ball, and since about 50, that is a no-win situation for the Owls.
Yeah, I think if the Marlins want to have a chance, I think they've got to get more in the face of the Owls. They seem to just let them come to them, but at some point you've got to get in the face, and especially a player like Prosperity. From experience, I know that I hate going into a 50-50 with him. He is so sound of mind going into everything. He is a very dangerous player, and that is why he is in this Game 7 in the Grand Finals. Almost getting that one by, and he'll send it into the other corner. Siphrry will collect. We'll just give this one away. Taelo is up early for it. Drops it back down to Prosperity. Half the game to go still, in the Owls leading very, not convincingly, but they've had most of the pressure and have looked better throughout this game. So the Marlins are going to have to step it up. That one almost catching Taelo off guard, and now Fuzz on the transition.
Yeah, Taelo has played some really good defense in the last couple of games. You know, solid, making clutch saves and goal line stands. I mean, maybe with better rotations he wouldn't have to make, as Prosperity the shot on net, but Fuzz is going to get it. I mean, maybe you'd like to see better rotations out of the Owls and not have to rely on miraculous saves, but Taelo's been providing what it feels like.
Here we go, long shot from Siphrry. Taelo, 0 boost, will have to just pop it and give it back to Prosperity, who will give it right back to Taelo. And now pressure, Siphrry getting a little bit too aggressive. That one, it's not fast enough to get it in the net, except Owls now have more pressure. Bad touch from Prosperity is going to set up Fuzz from Taelo. It's off the post, not going in. Fuzz looking for Taelo back in the midfield. Siphrry on the transition, gets it by 1. We'll take a shot towards net. It's off, but it's in from the own goal. What the heck?
That's a good description of what happened there, yeah. Siphrry's going to put it on net and get a nice touch that just catches Fuzz off guard. Kind of surprised that sequence went as well as it did, because in their own half, the Marlins were very boost starved, so surprised that they were able to generate some good offensive pressure for that sequence.
Yeah, and you know, a minute left in the game, it's all tied up again, so the Owls, they look so good in the start of this game, but now they have kind of let the Marlins come back into this one, and just like that, Siphrry is going to win another 50. Taelo has to play it away, but no, Siphrry, he's staying there close to the ball, not giving any extra space. Prosperity to the net. Fuzz has to make a save, and he does, into the corner where Siphrry is waiting again. This Marlins team is pouncing on this team. They are stealing boost right there. Prosperity to the net, saved by Taelo. 40 seconds ago now. Marlins look for the go-ahead, and Siphrry's going to give it to him.
the Owls just looked really uncomfortable that whole sequence. They never were able to get good power on any clears. They were starved for boosts. That was a really good setup from the Marlins.
Yeah, the Marlins they just exposed every inch of that Owls defense that they could. And now the Marlins late lead in Game 7, 30 seconds to go, and they will be the champions for Season 2. That one dangerously rolling. Taelo's got to make the save. And now looking for the transition. He's on target. That one's in. Prosperity can't get back, and we're all tied up again.
Was that an own goal? I couldn't quite tell from my angle, but it looked like Prosperity might hit that in.
Oh, he did.
That's a heartbreaker for the Marlins. You get the lead, you just need to hold it, and then that's brutal.
I mean, they have good pressure, though, so it's not the end of the world. They just have to find that consistent pressure that they had again, and they've got 15 seconds to do it unless we've got overtime, which this is the exact same situation we had in Season 1! Taelo almost with the own goal. Prosperity can't get around it. 1 second to go. Siphrry, last second opportunity. Throws it to the back wall. No one's up for it. Taelo with a big clear. Will send it away. Overtime in Game 7.
You can't ask for more than this. It all comes down to one goal.
And much like in Season 1, the Marlins lost it in Game 7 overtime as well. Prosperity's not going to let it happen this time. Taelo getting aggressive in the Marlins half. Won't get anything for it. Now Siphrry look to put it the other way. Dunks Fuzz for his efforts. Looking for the bump onto Taelo. Doesn't find it, but now the transition. Fuzz, he's going to fake out Prosperity. No touch found. Taelo finishes, and the Owls, they win it in 7.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker for the Marlins, but way to capitalize from Taelo. Put that in, win the series, get the championship. Taelo stepped up.
I can't believe what just happened. Marlins, back-to-back seasons. It was Game 7 overtime again, and they just couldn't put it away. They had the lead, and they not threw it away, but Prosperity, he's gonna feel that one. I mean, he put that in on his own net off the post. Both these teams had their chance to take it before overtime, and they both threw it away. It's heartbreak, but now Adocad, the player, he's not playing today or right now, but he is now a 2-time champion, and well, Taelo and Fuzz have given him that opportunity, so congrats to the Owls. They have played amazing today.
I don't think that's how we drew up the series going. I'm not sure that was the script heading in, but that was a real impressive series from both teams, I gotta say.
I mean, it was almost a reverse sweep, too. They almost had to pull it back like that, but Fuzz and Taelo here, Game 7 overtime winners and champions of Season 2 Star League. How are you boys feeling after that one?
Yeah, feeling good, but mid-series, we were both pulling our hair out, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
like the previous series where we had to make a lot of
game
adjustments. Yeah, couldn't really agree on a play style, but we decided to go a little bit more aggressive this time and just sort of go for it, and it worked out. It just sucks it had to end like that because Prosperity and Siphrry played I think it's either Siphrry or Siphrry played a phenomenal series, so just unfortunate.
Yeah, played really well.
Like that. Yeah.
In the game of Rocket League, I mean, that's all it takes sometimes. It can end in a moment, but you guys, you brought it back. Had to win 3 straight games in a row, so you made the changes necessary to come back in this one. But yeah, I mean, congrats to you guys. It was just, that Game 7 wasn't the cleanest, and I think a lot of people can agree with me there. But that, hats off to you guys. You played an impressive series.
Well, thank you. It was tough, and I think this is Fuzz's 17th match of the day. That last Game 7.
Yeah,
so he's kind of.
I've played a lot of Rocket League tonight. I've had 2 series in another league to play. and a best of 7 to end it off isn't very good at 5 a.m. So that's yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, made AutoCAD the 2 times, so we'll take it.
Yeah, we just carried AutoCAD to a victory.
Yeah.
That was an impressive series. I mean, it looked a little rough in the middle, but you guys definitely settled down and got some good chances. Taylor, you really stepped up those last 3 games defensively. It felt like some clutch saves.
Yep. The first 2 games we just assumed we were going to throw away like we did last series, and what do you know, we did.
Prosperity's always got that play style that I can never really play against. Like, he's really tough for me to play against sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
so for us to clutch that up, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Fuzz, you're new to the league as well, picked up from the Marlins actually, and now you're on the Owls. So you've been on both of these teams that ended in the finals, and well, we know where your stance is, but you know, do you have anything to say to the Star League, to the FDL? How has it been?
It's been good. Definitely one of the guys that I think run this league, J-Dubs. Yeah, he's one of my really good friends. I love him to bits.
Also really fat.
Yeah, really
So,
stupid. Yeah, no, it's a good league. I would definitely recommend like joining it and playing in it. Yeah, it's run by really cool people and has really cool casters, except these guys casting us. I'm only kidding.
All right. I was crediting you for a really hard-fought, impressive victory. I'm gonna redact my statement now. Taelo,
Yeah.
Season 1 didn't go your way, but back in Season 2, you proved it. You carried AutoCAD, who is now asking me for his All-Star spot. Spoilers.
I have it. I have the All-Star spot. Just saying.
Nah, I wouldn't say I carried AutoCAD. AutoCAD and I play super well together. So he definitely deserved it. He just didn't want to get cursed again because I know sometimes to do that. Fuzzes too, but I don't really play. I haven't played in a lot of leagues up until this season, so I don't really have any curses against me yet. So
Bless AutoCAD as well. He was
how it
like
works.
really nervous because me and Taylor both said to AutoCAD, "Yo, you need to be on watch. You need to like be ready to jump in for either one of us." And he's like, "So what am I gonna do? Just 2v1?"
Oh man, well, you guys, it took 7 to do it and a little bit of extra time, but you managed to get it done. So that's all we got for Season 2 right now. We finished it off on, the top league again, Game 7 overtime. We'd love to see it. So do you have anything else for the boys?
No, just congratulations. Really good series. Fun to watch, and hope it's as good next season.
It will be as good next season. I'll be playing next season. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. Now, do you boys have anything to say before we sign off the stream?
Taylor sucks.
Folly really sucks. It sucks. Oh, it just sucks.
Words of encouragement from the Owls team there, the Season 2 Star League champions. But that Season 2 wrapped up in a little bow. And for tonight, I'm Chris. This has been Ken and our lovely streamer, KC. And we'll see you in Season 3. Have a good one.